One of the more frustrating things I've been seeing online recently is people saying that Kevin Durant ruined the Rockets. And Houston's struggles really couldn't have come at a worse time for Durant. The leaking of the KD files has driven his public opinion to probably an all-time low, and at the same time, the Phoenix Suns are having a much better season than anyone expected, but the whole thing is just so misguided. Like this whole, the Rockets have the same record as they did last season, KD's doing nothing, is so dumb. Acting like he was just added onto the team and everyone's been healthy is so disingenuous. When it was announced prior to the start of the season that Fred VanVleet had torn his ACL and would be out for the entire year, a lot of people shifted the Rockets out of their true contender status, fearing that it would just be too great of a loss for the team's offense. And then the Rockets got off to a killer start to the season, and it had people thinking maybe they can win without a point guard. And now that the Rockets are having basically the exact problems a lot of people feared they would prior to the start of the season, we now need to find a new source of blame. Make it make sense. Like, the Rockets don't have a point guard. And Steven Adams, who's their defensive anchor while also being one of the best offensive rebounders in the game. And side note, those offensive rebounds was the key to the Rockets having success on that end of the ball. He's done for the year. Yet despite the fact that the Rockets are missing those two key elements, we're somehow going to blame the dude who's been unfathomably efficient and was never billed as a volume creator anyways. Like, to be honest, I'm not really worried about Houston. Injuries have just gotten the better of them this season. But if you want to find someone else to blame, look at Şengün, bro. He's insanely inefficient in the half court and a cone on defense. And as for the Phoenix Suns part of this, if you think the only difference on their roster from last season to this one is Kevin Durant's no longer on it, then you're either disingenuous or you just don't know what you're talking about. The Suns got a great head coach in Jordan Ott. They got an elite perimeter defender and now 20-point per game scorer in Dillon Brooks. And Mark Williams has been way better than people expected. He's actually been able to anchor the defense. The Suns are a different team than they were last season. A better and more balanced team. If you look at that situation and go, oh, Kevin Durant no longer on the roster and they're suddenly better, like, that's just your bias towards KD coming through. And don't get me wrong, the KD Suns were terrible. That 2-year period was kind of a nightmare, but go look at the on-off data. That team cratered when he wasn't on the floor. I get that a lot of people find KD a very unlikable guy, and if you don't want to root for him, that's fine, but reconcile where your bias is clouding your ability to critically view a situation, because Kevin Durant is an all-time great offensive player, doing what he's always done, but he can't fix the Rockets single-handedly.